At 25, I was still living with my older brother Alex, who was 29. Our parents had passed away when we were young, and he had taken on the role of my guardian. I worked as a graphic designer at a local firm, and Alex was a successful lawyer. We had always been close. But lately I had been sensing a strange tension between us one night as I was getting ready for bed. Alex came into my room without knocking. I was standing in front of my full-length mirror, with nothing on my bra and underwear. At first I was embarrassed, but then I noticed a strange look in Alex's eyes. He seemed to be fixated on me. His gaze lingered on my body in a way that made me feel uncomfortable. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt him," he said in a low and hoarse voice. He just wanted to talk to me about something. I pulled my robe tighter around me, trying to cover as much skin as possible. "What is it?" I asked with a slightly shaky voice. Alex hesitated for a moment, then took a step closer to me. "I've been thinking about us." He said, his eyes never left mine, about how close we are and how much we mean to each other. I didn't know where this was going, but I knew it made me uncomfortable. "Alex, I'm your sister," I said, taking a step back. He took another step forward, closing the distance between us. "I know," he said, his soft voice, "but sometimes I can't help but feel something more for you." Something deeper surprised me. This was my brother, my guardian, my confidant. I had never thought of him anyway, other than familiar. But now when I looked into his eyes, I saw a desire I couldn't ignore for the next few weeks. Alex and I found ourselves drawn to each other in a way we couldn't explain. We would watch each other stealing during the day, and at night we would find ourselves lying in bed, thinking about each other. One night, while watching a movie together on the couch, Alex came over and took my hand. I looked at him. My heart raced, and I saw the same desire in his eyes that I had seen before. Without thinking, I leaned in and kissed him. At first it felt wrong, like I was betraying our bond as brothers, but as Alex's arms wrapped around me, I realized that this feeling was more than just physical attraction. I had fallen in love with my brother. We knew what we were doing was wrong. It went against everything we had been taught, but we couldn't help it. We started sneaking together in secret to avoid suspicion. We would steal kisses in the hallway, or find ourselves lost in each other's arms in the middle of the night. A day Alex's best friend Mike came unexpectedly. I was in the kitchen making coffee when I heard them come in. I could hear the sound of their voices coming from the living room, but I couldn't understand what they were saying. Suddenly I heard Mike's voice stand up. Alarmed, "Dude, what the hell is going on here?" I froze. My heart raced faster. I knew something was wrong. They had discovered our secret. I slowly made my way to the living room. My legs were shaking when I walked in. I saw Mike standing in the doorway, his face pale with shock. Alex was sitting on the couch, his head in his hands. "What was going on?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. Mike turned to me with his eyes wide open. "I can't believe you didn't tell me," he said, his voice full of pain. "I thought we were friends. I thought we had told each other everything." I looked at Alex with the broken heart, knew we had been wrong, that what we had been doing was wrong. But I hadn't realized how much it would hurt the people around us in the days and weeks that followed Alex, and I tried to pick up the pieces of our lives broken. We knew we couldn't be together, that what we had done was unforgivable. We stopped talking, avoiding each other at all costs. I moved out of the apartment, unable to bear the memories of what had happened between us. I found a new place to live and threw myself into my work, trying to forget, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't forget the way Alex's arms had felt around me, or the way his lips had felt on mine. I missed him more than I ever thought possible, but I knew we could never be together again. One night, as I was lying in bed, I heard a knock on my bed. I got up and opened it, expecting to see a delivery guy or a neighbor. But instead I saw Alex standing there, his eyes full of regret. "I need to talk with you," he said with his soft voice. I hesitated for a moment, then I stepped aside and let him in. We sat on my couch, the silence between us thick with tension. "I'm sorry," he said with his eyes downcast. "I never wanted any of this to happen. I never wanted to hurt you." I looked at him with my heart hurt. I know I said, my voice soft,